born in 37, so he would have been, however, like 65. Does that make sense? 65 years old. So, walk sign on Samsung. Aromas here, cigarettes, and then some sort of funky exhaust, you know. This morning they had a blue one. Tonight they have a green and red one. So I don't know if they'll bring the blue one back unless it's in the morning they have blue. But everything will be green. Good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles, National Real Estate Advisors. The Birds, the Wayward, the Iron Hill, and what's that other one? Mueller's, or I don't know what it is. So. She used to be over on so. Yeah. Run, Forrest, run. Right. I was referred to as Forrest Gump in the LGBT community. So we'll just get over that. That has to do with someone I knew named Elizabeth. Bet the Birds. You could bet the Birds, probably win, but I would be too afraid to risk any money. You know what I mean? You'd have to have like a small amount that you're willing to risk, and then double it, and you get a little boost, you know, or whatever. So they're picked to win, and I will say this: I think they're supposed to win. Like, if I had to guess, they're supposed to win. If they don't win, then there's a glitch in the system, because I'm almost certain they're supposed to win the LIX, L-I-X, 59th Super Bowl. Unless someone figures out what LIX means, and then they're like, don't win, because we don't want it to manifest the next thing. However, the world's a crazy place. They use all these inner circles of messages, and it's like, no way did that come up on that, this, that, and the other. That's what I'm told. So, should I go straight, or should I go down to AMC? CVS? think they did the signage on purpose. Who is it that does it? Smell something, tell us. I think they did it on purpose. It's like a very passive aggressive or indirect way to say that there's a lot of aromas going on and they're trying to reduce it among people, and sort of just the campiness of the streets of Philadelphia these days. It's like Kensington, you know. So anyway. The denim edit, 1999. I don't want to be edited. What if they edit your jeans? Unless it actually means like gene editing, which is like actually a biological term for trying to fix disease and stuff like that, or help people become immune to things like HIV and stuff like that. So, of which I'm immune because I have O negative blood. It has a mutated gene that won't allow the virus to get into the cells, because HIV has to get into your blood cells first, and then it starts breaking down your white blood cells or whatever. Is that right? So it starts breaking down the healthy blood cells, whichever ones they are. But for O negative people, we have a mutated gene that slams the door on that disease, so it can't even get in, the virus. So gene editing would be, can you take whatever we have, multiply it in a lab somewhere, centrifugal process and all that, and insert it into other people's blood types. So that would be the idea. That's gene editing from a scientific point of view, I think. You know, then the natural world comes in and they're all upset about it, but if it saves lives, smell us, tell us, you know. Who's the ad for? So anyway, I think forgot to look there. Here we are down at the fashion district. I would go in, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to have cameras. And even if you are, someone would still come up to me, like a security guard, and say you're not allowed. That's how Nazified it is here. It's just, it's not even worth trying. I know people have cell phones and they'll probably do a short or whatever from within the mall, and you could probably do that without being noticed. But a whole camera like this. Now, in many other cities, you're allowed to walk around anywhere with a camera, so it's acceptable everywhere. But in Philly, you know, people will impose their personal opinions per se. And sort of make up a rule on the fly. So there's like a helicopter, helivac, or helicopter medevac. When I think of a medevac, I think of a helicopter, and that would be one there landing on Jefferson University Hospital. So there's a helipad like in the vicinity, unless they're doing work. So when they said medevac, I thought of a helicopter, but it was really an airplane. Roosevelt, Cotman, and Bustleton area at the Roosevelt Mall. So how does that happen? What's going on? How often do you see that happen? And then 2 days in a row, plane crashes? What's up with that? So what is it? And is it a tit for tat in the sky between Philadelphia and DC? Like, what if there's powers that be who are trying to, and Boston, right? So between Boston, DC, and Philly, somebody's got beef somewhere, and people are dropping out of the sky. That's how somebody saw it. So Boston's one of these towns. Of course, it's a Kennedy-related town. So the Kennedys are like, I can't believe this happened, you know. So John F. Kennedy was assassinated on 11/22/63. 2 years after the Boston Ice Skating Club was lost in an airplane crash in 1961. Same thing, similar experience. I don't know the location of the crash, but